Elegbete TV Radio. We dare lead.
Elegbete TV Radio. We are not just about radio, TV, or YouTube numbers. We are all about connecting with people and creating a community of great minds and values.
All right, good morning and welcome to the Thursday edition of the Sports Buffet on Elegbete TV Radio. My name is Daffy Martinez. You love to call me the Elegbete One of Sports. How are you doing? Yesterday we were not able to run. So many things that I cannot explain right now, but good to be back. We will definitely run almost 2 hours today to cover up for yesterday. Plenty of stories. Timothy Dembo didn't bother whether we were ready or not. It bombed us yesterday and bombed us today. So there's plenty to go around. And there's plenty in the news as well. The UEFA Champions League draws will be today. I don't know. It's a new format. I don't know what to expect. Teams from the same countries will not play against each other in the same group, definitely. But the new format of the UEFA Champions League also have an adverse effect on what's it called? The Carabao Cup as it is, because somehow the draws for the Carabao have been done differently because they are protecting the teams that are playing in the European competition, whether it's the UEFA Champions League, whether it's the UEFA Europa Cup, or whether it's the Conference League. Yeah, Conference League. So a whole lot is in this conversation. We are going to see how it is done and discuss it a whole lot more. Many things to go with the UEFA Champions League, and everybody is expecting those people whose teams are there. Strange are all of a sudden Aston Villa is in this one. Aston Villa were the 1982 winners, if I'm not making any mistake about it. So all of the draws will be done today. We would get to see later in the evening. And there is plenty suggestion that this show should be moved from morning to evening. I would want you guys to vote on that one and decide where we go with that one. I don't know if it is what you want or if it is how you want it, but I will let you guys be the decider on that space. Tell us what you think if you want it to go. But let me just give you a tip of the new format. What it means. It means that there will be alterations to draws staged at the Grimaldi Forum in Monte Carlo. That's in Monaco on the 29th and 30th of August, which is going to be explained as follows. From the 2024-2025 season, 36 clubs will participate in the newly created league phase, former group stage, and now league phase of the UEFA Champions League, giving 4 more sides the opportunity to compete in Europe's Premier Club competition. Under the new format, teams will play 8 matches against 8 different teams rather than 3 teams twice as was previously the case. The new format will give fans more competitive and balanced matches on all levels throughout the league phase. To determine the 8 different opponent teams will be seeded in 4 pots based on their individual club coefficient at the beginning of the season. The exception being the UEFA Champions League title holder, as in this case Real Madrid, always top seed in pot 1. Each team will then be drawn against 2 opponents from each pot, one of which will be at home and one away. The same will apply for the UEFA Europa Cup, while the UEFA Conference League, each side will face 6 opponents only, one from each of the 6 pots. In the league phase, teams cannot face opponents from their country and can be drawn against a maximum of 2 sides from the same countries. What that means is, say for instance, teams from the EPL cannot play against EPL teams in the group stage, but they can play against, say, a Real Madrid and still play against Atletico Madrid or another team from Spain. They can play against Bayern and also play against another team from Germany. It doesn't matter, okay? But they can teams from their own country. In the league phase, let me read that again. Teams cannot face opponents from their country and can be drawn against a maximum of 2 sides from the same country. So let's talk about how the draws will work, how you figure it out, how it gets to work. You know, what gives, what goes, what stays, what doesn't stay. Okay, the new format requires a new draw concept. In fact, if the old draw concept for the group stage were to be applied to the new new league phase format, nearly 1,000 balls will be required, with at least 36 balls on stage, resulting in an unbearably lengthy draw. All 36 teams will be manually drawn using physical balls for every team manually drawn. A designated automated software will randomly draw 8 opponents across 4 pots, who will be revealed on the screen in the draw hall and on television. The software will also decide which matches will be at home and which one it goes away. So there is the manual side and then there is the automated side to speed up this thing. AI is taking people's job once again. The draw will start with pot 1, assigning 8 opponents to all 9 teams, one after the other, and will continue with the other pots in descending order until all teams have been assigned their 8 opponents. The software will guarantee total randomness within the framework of the draw conditions stipulated by the regulation, e.g., country protection and no more than 2 opponents from the same country, while guaranteeing that the draw can be completed for all teams without resulting at any point in deadlock situation. For those who say, what if the machine makes mistake, for the past 3 months or so, they've been stress testing it and testing it and testing it, and they've random in all ways possible, and it worked. Okay, I spoke with couple of people who are on the inside, who I cannot mention now, but they all said that it's been stress test to the point where they are confident it's okay. Okay, even though the teams will know all their opponents by the end of the draw, the fixture list with match dates and kickoff times will be elaborated afterward and announced on Saturday, the 31st of August, to ensure no calendar clashes with teams in UEFA Europa League and UEFA Conference League playing in the same cities. Okay, the draw software is provided by AE Live. Let me tell you one thing that I know. AE Live have back channel funding for football to the point where their software is not being used, which is good anyway. I mean, who pays the piper dictate the tune? Since their appointment in September 2023 as partner for all UEFA draws, they have developed and tested the software, integrating various internal and external mechanisms to check and verify the result. So they've been testing since 2023, but eventually in the last 90 days, they've been doing it daily. Like, do it, till we get to this place. The whole draw development has been reviewed by an external auditor, Ernst & Young, with particular regard to the randomness and compliance with the draw rules. Ernst & Young will also provide the review and control of the manual and digital draws operation on site, like you have with Big Brother, where, you know, somebody just comes and says, this envelope was vetted by PwC or KPMG or whoever. Okay, I'm that for some brands now. And then that is how it would happen. If you have any question, put it on the comment section. I will try. I don't work for UEFA. I will try my best to give you the best possible answer under the situation. So let's go to the stories that we're supposed to give you guys on the Wednesday on the new segment put together by Timothy Deimbo, whose account will be up tomorrow. One young man who's still in school who reached out and said he wants to do some stuff to add value to the show that you and I enjoy. I present, analyze, and you also comment on and follow. And I mean, that's adding real value. One way for us to say thank you to him is to, you know, just bless him. I will do my beat, and I expect you guys to do your beat as well. Thank you very much. He would be there I mean, I will put him every Friday, but is any right to be there this week? If you disagree, please let us know. If you also agree, let us know in the comment section. Timothy Daimbo, TMT Daimbo. Daimbo is DEHINBO. You can follow him on Twitter, on Instagram, on TikTok, everywhere. Where's that new one that you people are on? Like the apps are getting too much that I don't know which one to be on anymore. But because I have children, I'm going to jump on whatever one that they are on. So I want to see what they're doing. But I know that they would still, circumvent me and avoid me. In some places, they can block me because, I mean, if my parents were tech, I know I'll block them from some things because, like for instance, if you're on WhatsApp, if you're with me on WhatsApp, you know that my status is a data killer. Like if you're with me on WhatsApp, like if you're my phone number is on your phone and on WhatsApp, my status is an entire cinema. You can spend an entire day watching my status. So I understand, but then there are some people that I don't even want because when I post something, they'll say, "Who is that thing? You shouldn't be posting this thing." Okay, block you. I'm saving you from seeing this type of thing. I don't want you to come and give me unnecessary lecture. Having said that, let's there are some things here that are not the way they should be. So I need to be very, very sure of what I am doing so that no, I think we've made a mistake. Made a lot of mistake. Yeah. This was why? How did we get here? How did we get here? Okay. I'm gonna do some hard work today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right, 6. Okay. Guys, wait. We go from Wednesday to okay, I get it. I get what the brother did. Just kind of like put us in a very, very tiny space. Okay, let's go with guys, give me a minute to sort this out. Okay, Timothy, plays it's smart one on me, yeah. You play smart one on me, but I'm going to conquer that. Yeah. Oof. Okay, so I'm going to remove this. Yeah, let's get on with the show now. I think I've got a little bit of mix-up settled out. So let's get on with the show and see how it goes. Man, this studio is hot. Studio is hot. Former World First striker and strike partner of our very own Nigerian, what's it called? Chudode Igalo. Tridini believes Manchester United should make a strong push to sign Raheem Sterling. Sterling has been heavily linked with United in the past 48 hours, and during an appearance on Sky Sports Soccer Special, Dini expressed his view that Sterling is a significant upgrade over United's current options in that position, making him an ideal fit for the team. Do you agree with Salah and with Troy Dini? I've never had problem with Sterling. My only issue is that he has the English bug. What is the English bug? So English players used to be very hardworking in the days of the Paul Scholes, Steven Gerrard, Frank Lampard. One of the hardest working footballer I've ever seen in my life. Fittest player. He can play 90 minutes in the morning, play another one in the afternoon, play another one in the evening, and still play another game in the night. As a matter of fact, he could play 90 minutes, run 100 meter, run 500 meter. He's got a heart of a horse, right? His name is Paulins. Some of you would not know him. You are the younger generation, but Paulins is that kind of guy. Another guy who can play from morning till night is Paul Gascoigne. As crazy, controversial, as mad as he is, that's the kind of guy that he is. English players used to be known as the guys that can play to their death, right? But things change. These days, the Theo Walcott, Jack Wilshere, what's that guy? That guy from Wales that played for Arsenal. What's his name? Ramsey, Rambo, that used to keep people when he scores. They start playing for the contract. Raheem Sterling belongs to that group as well. Playing for the contract means that the final year, if you look at Rashford well, you would understand, or them Sancho, The final year of their contract, they'll give you a kind of football that you've never seen before. They get a contract extension 4 or 5 years, you give them that big money, and then they disappear. They wait again to 2 years to the expiration of that contract, half season, they will show you some very, very good things. And then the next season, oh my God, they will play the kind of football that you'll be wondering, where did this football go? Xabi Alonso did that with Liverpool. First season was on fire. 2 seasons in between wasn't just there. But the final season, my God, this brother played football so good that Real Madrid say, you know what, we'll die here. You understand? So there are some players like that. There are some players who can do what Thierry Henry, Ruud van Nistelrooy, Alan Shearer, Harry Kane does, where they put up great performance season in, season out. You know, that's what Cristiano Ronaldo, like Messi, those guys. That's what distinguishes them from the rest of the pack. The high performance, the guys who put more demand on themselves than the demands that outsiders put on them. They are crazy. They call themselves out with their performance every day. They don't wait for Mikel Obi to call them out. They call themselves out. They know that I have to perform. I have to give it my all. I have to be at this place today, and then by tomorrow I'm beating it, and then I'm beating it. The competition is not with anybody because there's nobody on my level. You've got to understand that. The competition is with myself, and I'm not satisfied. I am like the ocean. I will keep, if you pour the whole world into the ocean, it will swallow it and still ask for more. Everything will go down like the great, what's that city that they said sank? Atlantis, the great Atlantis, and they would see ask for more. Put in a million submarine, put in all the properties, put in the Burj Khalifa, it will sink down to the base of the ocean. Put in the Empire State Building, put in the Twin Tower in Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia. I mean, that place is beautiful. Oof. I remember when I went there. Jesus Christ, that place is fine. Put in all those massive refineries in Singapore and the ones in what's it called, South Korea. They will all sink down, and the ocean will still pretend like nothing happened. As this when I was working with football club called Babanawa Football Club, there used to be a guy from Benue State. When we traveled, the reason why he's excited to go on the road with us is the fact that he will have a taste of a baby in those cities. And we used to have this conversation. Let me just bring, they're all adults here now. And you're like, oh boy, would they go about, yes, I have guests, there's a big give, I could kill them today. And so one day we're just having this conversation, and boys will be boys, men will be men, right? So I ask a question. I said, what's the size of your tools? What's the size of your this thing? Is it a pump action? Is it AK-47? Or is just a revolver? Because every time I hear you say these things, I'm imagining. If you don't understand what I'm saying, it's not my business. I don't need any. I will not interpret. I'm imagining the size of your gun. Like, what's the size of your gun? And I said, what do you mean? I'm from Benue. I'm a Boko man. We sabi the thing. I was like, let's think about this thing. Let's recalibrate this thing that you're saying. And we have a few other guys who, some will support him, some just sitting on the fence. This man to woman thing is always very precarious. Some people are playing saint. Me, I'm not a saint. I like getting involved in the conversation. But I don't belong in this, we will kill you that, because that's not my thing. And so I asked him a question. I said, do you realize that the way God originally designed that gateway, that matrix, is designed for a child with a big head to pass through that birth canal with a shoulder blade that is wider than the head, like hammerhead shark, pass through that place, long leg, body, and everything, and then a big sack called the umbilical that's connected to the umbilical cord. What's that thing called again? What's this thing that the baby stays inside again? And they'll drag it out. So let's have this. Let's rethink this thing that you are saying. You will kill them. A man, the way the man's biology is also designed, if he comes, he's tired. The woman comes, she wants more. So you will kill them there, you go die. We used to have that kind of conversation. It was fun. So let's go back to rhyme selling. How did we get here? We got here because we got here. Today we get to so many places. And I need you guys to make it fun sometimes. Make it fun. Let's have like very, very interesting conversation. This conversation is becoming too boring. Like if you talk too much football and you don't veer, it sometimes is boring. So let's Let's be real. One of the things that I like with my community is that we're real. We go off. These days we're being to like we're beginning to sound like my callers when I was in Brilla that I used to hate them a lot. Yeah, I used to hate my callers in Brilla because they're all the same. There's one thing that they say on radio that I used to hate. That way you have said it all. Then fuck off. If I said it all, then don't call. Call a radio station and say you have said it all. What's that? Are you so dumb that you can't reason? I don't understand when people do that. Hey, Baba, I called to hail you and hail you. Jesus. So I set up to come and do a show in the morning, and somebody's calling to hail. And then when I'm driving and I'm listening to that first, and I'm seeing people calling and giving intelligent conversation, getting engaged in the conversation, and then my callers are doing, you have said it all. I called to hail you, bros, I hail you, bros, I hail you. Like 10 callers, I hail you. Are you mad? Right? So let's not do that in this community where everybody just go, hey, come and greet, come and greet, come and greet, come and greet. No, don't be. It's not meet and greet. This is like we all getting involved on the show. Please do it. Right? So let's move on and hear what Tradin is going to say on that Raheem Sterling. But Man United fan, do you really think that Raheem Sterling is who you need? I think that Man United is stuck up in that department anyway. But Tradin.
In years gone past, no. Now is better than everything they've got there. So yeah, when you come in and you change what they have, at the moment he's delivering more than what Marcus is doing. It gives more of a leadership role to the likes of Garnacho and Ahmed as well, who scored at the weekend. So those guys will look at Raheem, see that he's won it at City, seen what he's done at Liverpool, what he's done at the international stage, and go, right, I can learn. So I think United fans will probably look at that's an improvement, because at the moment when I watch United, I thought they did okay. At the weekend, I thought they just lacked one or two bits. If they could get Luke Shaw back at left back, then that adds a completely different dynamic. And then they need a striker, which is why I'm baffled they're not going for Ivan Toney personally. I think that's a quick fix like the Van Persie. You just plot him in and it works. And then for right now, I just think they need a winger. I don't think Marcus is delivering, and then I think the other guys are Anthony. Anthony's nothing. I don't mean that disrespectfully, but they're not offering nothing to the level that they should do for a team like Man United.
They just mentioned the name Anthony. Okay, not Anthony Martial. Okay, that DJ. Oh, too many Anthony's confusing me. Anthony Becker, the Remo, Anthony Martoni, Turntable, DJ Anthony. They should be adding DJ to the name so that we know who they're talking about. Where's Anthony Martial, by the way? Where's he gone to? Raheem Sterling, that guy with the like let me not say anything. Fulham captain says he'd love to reach domestic cup finals at Wembley. Who's that? Fulham captain Tom Clemmy, okay, has expressed his desire to reach a domestic cup final at Wembley after Fulham 2-0 win over Birmingham in the second round of the EFL Carabao Cup. What goes from Raul Jimenez and former Birmingham player Jay Sheffield. Kami spoke to Sky Sports. He shared that having come close last season with a semi-final loss to Liverpool in the Carabao Cup, he would love to make it to the final this time. Fulham, let me tell you for free, that finals, you ain't seeing it. Forget about it. Anybody who's deceiving you that you will get to the finals, the person will tell you where. You ain't seeing it, okay? It's not coming. Well, but let's hear from you.
Would love to go one step further. I mean, that was probably the biggest game in our season. Last year, the second leg against Liverpool. I mean, we lost by 1 goal to an amazing team over 2 legs. But I think when you come that close to a domestic cup final, you want it again, and your career feels short with them opportunities. So I'd love to get to a domestic cup at Wembley.
Not wishing them bad, but I mean, this is Fulham we're talking about. Come on. The best of Fulham that we ever saw was when Jim Tegana was coaching them, and that's a long time ago. When they had Clint Dempsey and a whole of other players, was another good generation of Fulham. But this one, they had. I know. Alex Iwobi is there. I know that they just added the Arsenal boy Emilio Smith there, but Fulham Carabao Cup finals. I don't know, but let's just keep our fingers crossed to see. So somebody's talking about his debut. You've been playing for other clubs. You didn't say this, but all of a sudden it's a dream debut. Barcelona's new signing, Dani Olmo, was the standout performer in their 1-2 away victory over Rayo Vallecano at the Estadio de Vallecas on La Liga match day. Barcelona came from behind to secure the win, maintaining a perfect record for the season with 3 straight victories. Almost decisive goal in the 82nd minute sealed the victory for As the flick side, following Pedri's equalizer in the 60th minute after missing Barcelona's first 2 games due to registration issue, Omo was finally registered in the early hours of yesterday. In a post-match interview with ESPN, he described his debut as a dream debut and expressed his happiness with the outcome. Let's hear him. Okay.
Yeah, really happy with the game, about the win. It was a dream debut for me. I was confident on the club. I was ready physically, preparing for when I have the chance to start playing. Today I could make it, so I'm really happy.
Well, that's good. That's good for him. Like I say, you get what you put into anything you do, and I think he gave it his all, and he waited his right time, and the right time came, and he delivered. One thing is to have the opportunity. Another thing is to deliver on that opportunity. Let's go to the US Open and see how Naomi Osaka reacted yesterday. Two-time US Open champion Naomi Osaka shared memories of the tournament. Among the best moments of her childhood, Osaka made this remark following her 6-2, 6-3, 6-2 victory over Jelena Ostapenko in the first round of the ongoing US Open, speaking on why she was emotional after getting her first top 10 win in 4 years. Our next match will be against Karolina Muchova. Is it me, or it seems like since the Williams sister got out of tennis seems to have dropped a bit? Is it? Maybe it's me. I don't know. Maybe I'm being racist here. I don't know, but it seems like the value just kind of like came down a bit. But let's hear from Naomi Osaka.
Honestly, the US Open time was like the best moments for me as a kid, because it's like the moments where the people you watch on TV, you can see them in real life. So yeah, I just remember going into the Nissan Quest that we had and like sliding the door and like being so pumped, like get to see all my favorite tennis players.
You know, so somebody was, I was in one question and answer section yesterday on one Telegram group. I was invited, and yeah, sometimes you get this invite to play games with company staffs, you know, and I was invited there in their question and answer section. We did Telegram. I've done that before with another company, Citibank, on Zoom. This time it was on Telegram group where people just ask questions. And you know, somebody said, you read engineering and now you're working in media. You disappointed? And I said, disappointed. I'm living my dream. What's wrong with you? I'm living my dream. This is my dream. I always wanted to be heard. If anybody know me growing up, I wanted to be heard. And I'm being heard all over the world. What's wrong with you? I'm being heard. I'm not just being heard, being seen. And I'm living a map for my kids. You know, so sometimes you appreciate your children more when you put them under certain pressure that you thought they are not prepared for. And this holiday, my children experienced that kind of pressure for the very first time. What do I mean? So their cousins, my sister's children came in from Warri, and they grew up in Warri. So that's the first 2 days you could see the animosity. So those kids are angry, and it's what I faced when I came back from the UK. Those kids are angry that my kids are forming, that they can't speak pidgin English. They came from Warri. Try and understand. They are not wrong, because that's where they are from, and it's a normal thing. So they are angry. They are 3 years old, 8 years old, and 10 years old. My kids are 5 years old, 10 years old, and 12 years old. And so the way my kids speak, I mean, some of you guys have seen videos of my kids and all that. The way they speak, the way they talk is crazily different. So, but the problem now, there was a culture shock, there was a dichotomy. And my daughter, she's a no hold barred kind of person. She was like, how are they my cousins and they can't speak good English? So, but sometimes as a father, you just want to watch them survive. You know how they say, throw them in with the sharks and see if they will survive. They survive, they are meant to be there. If they don't survive, it's good, just to bad rubbish, okay? But in the case of your children can be bad rubbish. But I'm just giving you, it's a parable. So I'm watching them. I don't intervene. My son, my first son, who sometimes make me want to do a DNA test, is averse to violence completely. Like, you cannot convince him to slap somebody or punch somebody. And it's got, so let me put it for context. My first son is taller than me, bigger than me. My clothes don't size him. His leg is bigger than my leg. He cannot wear my shoes anymore, right? I wear size 41, 42. He wears 43, 44. My clothes are body hug on him. If I'm buying a shirt, for instance, I buy large. I buy him extra large. I could wear medium. This is medium. I could wear medium and it's fine. That's like if I'm wearing jerseys or so, it's medium or large anyway, depending on how the jersey look. But I like medium because I like grips, right? I still feel like I'm playing football. And when I wear jersey, I'm in a different element. Now, you would expect that with a palm that is this big, this big, right? He should be able to punch somebody's nose and depress it. My son, they went to school. Let me give you one throwback story. They went to school and somebody was in the bus. What's his name now? One Benin boy was bullying the sister. And they came back and they reported to me. And I said, Bruno, do you expect me to go fight a 12-year-old boy that is your mate that you're bigger than for your sister when you're in the bus, when you're supposed to drag his head and give him a punch and hit his head against the bus? And then when your school people come and report, I'll give you thumbs up and say, yes, I asked him to do that. Why? And then you know what he asked me? He said, would that not mean proliferating violence? Like, I've never heard anybody say something like that before. Because the mother who raised me, my mother says such a thing, I'm going all out to destroy, to kill like 10 people. I've been given permission to kill and to destroy, like the devil, the thief, come to steal and to destroy, to kill and to destroy, right? But this one would that not be proliferating violence? How do you use such exquisite high-level grammar to justify not defending your sister? I mean, we will lose now. We will lose. How do we go to war with another family with that kind of mindset? But my last born, that 5-year-old boy who's gone through the hell of surgery, brain, adenoid and the rest, that guy's got violence personified. Like he rages. Ordinary buffering internet is rage. He's pumping up, and he loves cars like I do love cars. He loves to travel like I do. So there's a whole lot of him in me. Like me and him go together. But my daughter is just the philosopher. She's just watching, and then she throws one word. She's like my mom. She throws one word to you that will offend you, that will destroy you. She uses English to describe your situation, and you'll be confused. She's got a British thing about her. Like she just tells you something that you will not know the meaning 10 days later, and then you start feeling bad 10 days later when she has forgotten. But hey, so I see them and I'm looking at them like, I don't know. Should I send them to Warri to go and get another survivor test? But this is one that they are passing with flying colors anyway. But hey, it's just crazy. And sometimes you just think that you should put your children through that kind of. I'm a bad father, right? And some of you would say that I'm a bad father. One number 3 and Paris Olympic silver medalist Carlos Alcaraz has revealed for Steph Curry. Man, the man. Saying he tries to replicate Curry's style in the basketball court, especially in how it brings joy to the game. Alcaraz made this comment to ESPN for 6-3-6-1 victory over Lee 2 in the first round of the US Open. His next match will be tomorrow against Steph Curry, Dutch star Botic van der Zandschulp. Okay. Monaco kill us with all these names, all these names that you guys are giving your children. What's the plan to kill media people? Well, let's hear for Carlos Alcaraz.
I've watched him. I watched Stephen Curry play in real life in Miami, and it was a joy. It was a privilege watching him play. I'm trying to do the same things as he's doing, in the basketball court, but it is difficult. But yeah, probably same games, same that we try to put joy on games.
Well, he's the professor.
Well, thank you very much. I put joy in people's face, and it's also what I try to do here. If I can put small joy in people's face, that your comments will be dealt with. So don't fret. All your comments, some more. I'm not seeing enough, so I'm feeling like if I take 5 minutes, I'll run through these ones like a blade through skin. Okay, let's see what Malagusto, I've got to say, I wanted to be Ronaldinho. Who wants to be Ronaldinho? You know how hard that can be? How can that be your dream? You want to be Ronaldinho, somebody comes, I want to be Messi. You just go to put yourself through depression. Chelsea defender, and then you're a defender again. Chelsea defender Malagusto revealed that Ronaldinho Gaucho was his childhood idol, someone he admired and aspired to emulate. In an exclusive interview with Sky Sports, Gusto shared that he spent countless hours watching Ronaldinho, hoping to replicate the Brazilian legend extraordinary skill, particularly his passing and dribbling. For Gusto, Ronaldinho was simply the best. Well, there's anybody with their right thinking that would say Ronaldinho is not the best? Only those who said that Coach taught him how to play anyway. Well, let's hear from Malagusto, the guy who ended up not being Ro, not to talk of Dino.
When I was young, that's the guy. He how can I say in English, like I wanted to do the same thing, and his dribble, his passes, yeah, for me it was the best in the world. So yeah, Ronaldinho for me. I can do defense sometimes, but not every.
Elegbete TV Radio. We dare to lead.
Chelsea fans, I hear that part. So I can do this in defense sometimes. I don't know if you go do what Ronaldo they do, and una concede goal. Una know why already. I'm helping you now. Una know why. Why una concede goal for that? Well, let's hear from one man who Chelsea fans love, Arsenal fans love. We all agree that he's a fantastic player. And Barcelona fans also love him. Fans of the EPL love him. Football fans love him. Spanish football fans love him as well. Former Arsenal and Barcelona star, also Chelsea star. Let's add Chelsea to it. Cesc Fabregas, now the head coach of Como 1907, who he led to promotion to Serie A last season, has expressed his deep admiration for Arsene Wenger. Speaking on the Men in Blazers podcast with Roger Bennett, find time to watch the Men in Blazers podcast. It's a very nice one. I know, okay, somebody who have a YouTube channel should not be recommending another YouTube channel. That's what they say. I disagree. Yeah, I disagree. That channel will better pass my own. Watch them. Enjoy Fans Tribe. The whole drama and Fans Tribe. Enjoy it. What's it called? Enjoy Sky Sports YouTube channel as well. I mean, there's a whole lot of YouTube channel that you should enjoy. Enjoy what's it called? The one that Simon Jordan does. The Simon Jordan podcast. Yeah, there's a whole lot of podcasts. You should watch them and you enjoy it. Fabregas referred to Wenger as a second father, stating that he couldn't imagine what his life or career would have been like without him. He credited Wenger for playing a crucial role in shaping his football journey. Cesc Fabregas, one player I can never dislike, no matter what he does. So I love him forever.
It was time. Really happy with the game, about the win. It was a dream debut for me. I was confident on the club.
Well, he's the professor. He's like my second dad. Sometimes you person to trust you, to believe in you, to give you the opportunities. You do bad, and he gives it again, and he gives it again. And I don't see my career without Arsenal.
Thank you very much, Timothy Diamond, for putting that together. Let's go further down and get to Liverpool now and talk to somebody. Get Mo Salah. He hardly talks. But when he talks, he's making sense. And his new look has changed him, and he's still fit. He's 6-pack, or is it 8-pack now, 10-pack? But it's definitely not 2-pack Amaro Shako. Liverpool forward Mohamed Salah have stated that he is currently focused on his contract situation, or whether he will renew with Liverpool or move to another club. In an exclusive interview with Sky Sports Premier League, Salah, whose current contract runs until the summer of 2025, mentioned that he is not thinking too much about these issues. Instead, he is simply enjoying his football and taking things one step at a time. I just think that he might wind down his contract and move to Saudi Arabia for free with big money to sign him on. That'd be nice, because the brother is playing out of his skin. I thought, by now he'll be tired, he'll be struggling. No, he's scoring, he's creating, he's doing well. It's a captain of my FPL team. Maybe I made a mistake last weekend. I should have captain my vice captain, who is Erling Haaland, vice captain him. But hey, you never know.
I don't think much, to be fair. I think with the time you get more wisdom, I would say. So I think I just came before the season. I was like, okay, I have 1 year left. Enjoy it. Don't think about the contract now. Don't think about anything. And I really just enjoy. I don't want to think about next year. I don't want to think about the future. I just okay, let's enjoy the last year and we see.
Elegbete TV Radio. We dare to lead.
I don't think much.
Elegbete.
No, so how is it that Musala been in the UK for eternity? He doesn't have the accent that Nigerians get when they just go and like maybe basketball to Baba or somebody Bobby carry them to go and do a show and they just come back and they come back with that any kind of thing. Man them hot. Where do we get that from? You see that all the Nigerians that go to the UK, they all go to Peckham. Because I mean, it doesn't have that. I don't know. I'm just asking. I mean, if you have a reason, those of them, I'm gonna give me. That's why I like my guy Bobby. Bobby's been in the UK for a while now, and doesn't have the accent. He's still a Nigerian boy. He still talk when he talks on the show. Tomorrow again, you watch him. When he talks on the show, I just enjoy him because I know this one never lost. This one is not trying to lose his heritage. You see, proper or more Niger, like he loves himself and he's doing his thing. Tottenham Hotspur forward Son Heung-min has expressed a strong desire to win a trophy with the club and cement his legacy. You know, go win. You no go win. Even what did they call and Gwendolyn don't abandon and go follow Man City. You no go win. No, you no go win. You will win nothing. You will suffer for 600 years. Tottenham Hotspur win what? Win what? Exactly. What are you going to? You don't want to cement? Which legacy? Speaking on the Man in Blazer podcast with Roger Benet, Son emphasized that winning a trophy would be significant not just for him, but also for the family and the entire sports community. Son marked his 9th year with the club yesterday and remains determined to achieve his goal. That goal, hey, that goal ain't happening, brother man. Son, you better go somewhere else. So you better run, no, you better run.
There's only one thing in my mind. It's easy to answer. So I want to win. I want to win a trophy, you know. So, in a trophy to bring success to the team, where, especially when you're captain and win the trophy, it means something will be very, very special to me, and also to my family, also to the club, and also to the squad. So, I mean, I will do anything for this, and I'm not calling I'm legend from this club right now. I want to maybe win something.
Elegbete TV Radio. TV or YouTube numbers. We are all in with people and creating a community of great minds and values.
Elegbete TV Radio. We dare to lead.
Yeah, that's the community that we are. Okay, we are a community. Let's look at some of the transfer news and some of the transfer rumors that are going on. It's 2 days to go. Tomorrow. I love you, tomorrow. Tomorrow the window will be closed. Those coming to England will not be able to come again after 11 in the night. Why do I feel that some big move will still happen tomorrow? Why do I feel that tomorrow Osimhen might just go to Chelsea? Might. So don't go and quote me out of context. I say might. So meaning that if you don't work, you're not going to say that you got it wrong. No. I just feel like tomorrow Osimhen will go to Chelsea. But damn. Have you seen the money that they're offering him in Saudi Arabia? You know, if me and Osimhen see the good terms, and for don't find money, fly, go Italy. Right now. Tie him with rope. Saudi Arabia. They go there. 25 million. They go there. What's wrong with you? Go take that money for 5 years. What's wrong with you? They earn 11 million. They tax you. This one is without tax. 25 million pounds. That's 100 million pounds in 125 million pounds in 5 years. I go play the ball. I go score goals. I go defend. I go keep. Jesus Christ. Well, let's talk about transfer. Arsenal will accelerate their effort to sign Espanyol Spanish goalkeeper Juan Garcia, 23, as England goalkeeper Ramsey, 26, is set to join Southampton for 25 million. Thank God. Let him take his mind to a club where he really belongs. When he get relegated with that club, I will see how his family will ask him to be smiling, because they say he's not smiling anymore. Napoli's Nigerian striker Victor Osimhen, better person. Let's talk about better person. 25, who is a target for Chelsea, has been offered a 4-year deal, 4 years, by Saudi club Pro League side Al Ali, worth 25 million per year. Osimhen, please go. Forget leave Champions League. Many people play Champions League. I can finish the judge will play Champions League. Now you you rant on. So who should be the Champions League? Not be just say play, you win now. All them Mokashi, they play Champions League. I'm broke today. All them Celeste Morel, they play Champions League. They are broke today. So if you get Champions League, leave, go and take that money. Secure the bag. You know that you have a lot of people that are demanding money from you. Some you are even taking them to court. So England winger Jadon Sancho, 24, is set to move to Juventus from Manchester United on loan with an obligation to buy. Where is this guy really going? 1 minute he's going to Chelsea, 1 minute he's going to Juventus, 1 minute he's going to Germany or Saudi Arabia. Go on, please. Sancho would prefer to join Chelsea than Juventus and is holding out for an offer from the Blues. What if they don't bring the offer? You will rot for the Aston Villa will move for Roma's England forward Tammy Abraham, 26. If Colombian striker John Duran, 20, leaves the club before the transfer deadline day. Crystal Palace have agreed a deal with Wolfsburg for French defender Maxime Lacroix, 24, as a direct replacement for Denmark centre half Joachim Anderson, 28, who has joined Fulham. Liverpool, that's a good defender anyway. Liverpool have turned down an approach from Bayer Leverkusen for England under 21 midfielder Tyler Morton, 21, meaning that the coach have a plan for him. Let's see how that goes. Newcastle United will want to sign Burnley's England defender 21. England under 21 goalkeeper James Trafford, who is 21 years of age. Anyway, Everton have made an inquiry about signing Fiorentina Moroccan midfielder Sofiane Amrabat, 28, who spent last season on loan at Manchester United. Everton, go and sign a striker. The problem is that you can't score goals. So because you're not scoring goals, the pressure are weighing on the midfield and the defense, and then you're conceding goals like they're going out of fashion. But go get a striker for you. Kabalewe is both a doctor and a part-time footballer. Galatasaray and Ivory Coast forward Wilfred Zaha return to the Premier League has been all but ruled out because of tax issues. Zaha, former club Crystal Palace, were among those interested in signing the 31-year-old on loan, but tax man. Okay, Manchester City Burkina Faso right back Issa Kabori, okay, 23, is set to complete a season-long loan move to Benfica. Fulham are interested in signing Lyon's 20-year-old Ghanaian winger Ernest Nuama. All right. Meanwhile, Fulham Switzerland defender Kevin Mbabu, okay, remember that guy who's 29 years old, is set to join Danish champions FC Midtjylland on a 2-year contract. Wolves Portugal winger Daniel Podence, 28, is close to joining Al Shabab, the former club of Juno Dengalo in the Saudi Pro League. Nottingham Forest have turned down several loan offers for United States goalkeeper Matona, who they got from Arsenal some years ago, who is 30 years of age now, as they would prefer him to leave on a permanent deal. West Bromwich Albion and Burnley both want Celtic Republic of Ireland winger Mikey Johnston, 25, who spent part of last season on loan at the Baggies. Okay, that's all that we've got in the transfer space. What have you got? What do you want to talk about? What's the question you want me to answer? It's your turn now. Let's get down to your own side of the gig. Yes, Ibrahim Abiola say good morning, house. Okay, these people who just like to come and greet. Sometimes I get very, very. Okay, so anybody who's doing good morning, I'm not reading your message. Right? So the first three people, Ibrahim Abiola, Bokashan, Repair, Sabi Girl, other messages don't exist. Bokashan Repair says, good morning, sir. I beg, try convince Alex Isak to come with this Newcastle jersey. I don't understand. Senator to say I missed the show yesterday. The show didn't hold. I was wondering if you had an appointment or something. Hope all is good. Senator, we'll talk that one behind the scene. What happened yesterday? It's not something to say here. Somebody else say, boss, I like this your Newcastle jersey. No, go and get your sports jersey. Motherland NG say money. I beg. Which kind evening? Okay, you don't want the show to be running in the evening. Because I say evening show. I beg. Demola Ibrahim Abiodun say morning is good, boss. Okay, there's a battle now. But some people said we should do the show in the evening. I'm tempted to consider it, right? I'm tempted to just yank up the morning show and do. Tempted, but now there's a problem. See, there are some things that you have to also look at. Champions League games are going to be played in the evening. So when we talk about evening, there's nobody who's going to sit down and be watching me talk where Champions League game is going on. Let's be very, very honest here. That means I lose the chance of my numbers growing. What's the perfect time for it? If I'm done watching Champions League game, I want to go sleep. Okay, so what's the best time for us to watch to put the show on? A whole lot of dynamics comes to play for us to put it in the evening. What's the best time in the evening that we're talking about now? Is it going to be like 4 to 5, 5 to 6, 6 to 7? What's the time? So if we're able to get a good time and a consensus, maybe, just maybe, but within that 5 to 7 window, there is a possibility that we can move it there. But there first, we have to have a proper consensus. Everybody have to agree that this is the best time for us to do it, and then we'll see, right? There are a lot of just say, yeah, and I could agree to a 2-hour show, right? If it is 5 to 7. If it is 6, then it's 6 to 7. Because 8 o'clock Champions League, I will go do 6 to 8 as well. But let's figure out where we would do it first. Not now. It's just something in view, right? The Lara say, "Yay! I am live today." Let's go. Canopy, yeah, my shop plug for everything. IPTV, online book, online library. I have a physical library and I have an online library. Oh Lord, you need to have access to those books there. Okay. I'm driving on the road. I'm just playing the audiobook and I'm just enjoying myself. And I carried somebody the other day and it was like, "What is this? What is playing?" People play music normally. I said, "I'm not people. I'm Esogonedafi. I like to hear people talk to me. I feel like I have a companion in the car when I'm getting the audiobooks. It's very, very good." Can it be said this new UEFA format seems like a dress rehearsal for the inevitable Super League I'm watching like a bat? Obviously, the idea came of the Super League. What UEFA just did is to steal the Super League model and put it in the UEFA Champions League, and then try to provide more money so that the clubs will not get angry to the point where they will not go and continue to form the Super League, because the proponent of the Super League are still boiling. The fire have not been completely taken out. But let's see how this Champions League goes. If it goes well, then that conversation will die. But if not, it might come up again. Hello, Reginald. It's been a while. He said everyone should leave a like on the page, please. I mean, sometimes I get tired of asking. Tosilima, they say make I enjoy a show before boarding. Okay, where are you going to? Adijala Ufoma say good morning, Legote family. So because it's greeting you people, I'll take it. Okay, the other one you say this year's UEFA Champions League is going to be interesting, going by the reform taking place. Can't wait. I can't wait. I just can't wait for the draws. My own is I might be here. I might broadcast the draw, the sound live. You know, I never can tell. I might broadcast it live, right? Olafat says, "Good morning, boss, and good morning, everyone." Or probably we'll do a watch along. I'm watching, we're talking, and we'll see how it goes. Everyone who their teams will be in the UCL draw today, the rest can go and collect their greetings from Sevet and UEFA Europa League constituency. See, mean people. Tosilema says, putting a great performance season in and out is not common. I feel some people play for the money. So money is their driving force. Few people are self-motivated. It happens in corporate as well. I struggle to agree with that. If I'm playing for the money, it means that if I put in the performance consistency week, season in, season out, I'll make more money, right? That's the logic. That's the logical thinking. There's something about it that I do not understand. And again, maybe I've met people who always told me that my standards are too high. And that means anyway. But they say my standards are too high. When I worked in Brilla, one day, I remember our admin came and said, you just need to do something so that we'll have a query on your file. You cannot work in the company and not have a query on your file. Just have one query. I come late, miss work one day and all that. And I remember Blessing the character then would say, so they've never cut your salary. And I told him, I said, Blessing, the fact is you guys can't cut my salary. I don't come work late. I don't do transit. I don't know how that works. Because again, if you really play football is like military. People look at footballers like, oh, these are dons. They don't know anything. They are dregs of society. It's not really true. Real football teaches you timeliness, consistency, and hard work, then teamwork and all that. So how some people will go one good season like Rashford, like say, I do not understand Rashford. For the life of me, I do not understand Rashford. I cannot understand Rashford. I just don't see how a human being will play so well 2 seasons ago. Last season is shit. This season is just a shadow of himself. And then people will say things that pisses me off. He needs a coach that will put an arm around his shoulder. Man, you're earning £350,000 a week. That's enough arms. full-size blanket of the world around you already, insulating you from anything. What is wrong with you? Are you stupid? And then you can't play football, you can't run, you can't shoot, you strolling on the field. If I coach Rashford, I'll punch him. I just know. I mean, whatever happens, let it happen. But I don't get it. I'm paying you £250,000 and you're strolling on the field. We're gonna have a problem. We would definitely have a problem. But hey, it is what it is. Let's move on. Tosulemani says, Alafat, we they can't pay as we no need your money. We gallant like that. Okay, those are the people that are not playing the Champions League. The Larry say that's why the term great player has to be reserved for people like that, not when you do some momentary performance and then price tag shoots to the roof. You then begin to think you are world class. I mean, Rashford world class. No, that's don't even be in the conversation. Tosilima, they say, as for Sterling, his contract with Chelsea looks like money laundering. I think so too. I never stopped wondering how the deal was brokered because it was coming from Man City. Sterling is like a fishbone. They don't hook Chelsea for truth. Okay, Ibrahim Abela said, if United try and make that mistake of signing Raheem Sterling into that squad, trust me, it will facilitate the early departure of ETH due to many surprise legs in the squad, or you wanted to say lazy leg. Example, Rashford, Anthony, and then Raheem Sterling. I think that Raheem Sterling or no Raheem Sterling, it would be a miracle, and Bobby will not want to hear this, but it would be a great miracle and the greatest Houdini escape if Eric Ten Hag stays as the manager of Manchester United to the end of the season. Now, Manu Gatti that they've signed is a good signing. Fantastic signing. And everybody's hoping that what it does, a player like him is coming to do what N'Golo Kante used to do for Chelsea. What N'Golo Kante did for Chelsea and for Leicester was the fact that it's a case of, Iwari will say, Egbe Wager. Who's an Egbe Wager? Egbe Wager is a person in your neighborhood who checks all the problem. If areas are coming, I don't know how you guys grew up, but I grew up in a neighborhood where there is always fight. So Anira Street, they come fight Tukpa Street, they go fight Ideso, Boroje, they go fight. That's how we roll, and it's a group thing. But in every group there is a Goliath, there's a champion. Who's your champion? Sometimes it's Roberto Carri, sometimes it's Daddy, sometimes it's me. But me, I'm more of show me who to kill, let's go and kill. Right? So there is always that person who checks your problem. N'Golo Kante is that kind of guy. Like, you know what? Guys, go front. We just go and look for the goal. Leave all these people, they're not fit to do anything. And they're not reach me and do. You understand? So that's what Manu Gatti will come and do. The advantage of that, of having him in the Manchester United team, if he clicks, okay, because again, that's what we all expected that Casemiro would do for them, but it didn't happen. That's also what everybody expected that Sofian Amrabat would do for them. It didn't happen. Now, if Manu Gatti comes in and he clicks, there'll be some free legs that will go forward. Now, it's not up to the coach. My problem with the coach is that you know that Rashford is not playing for you. You're still selecting him and giving him chance. Like, oh, baby, please, just try now. Try. You know, man will be say want to straff woman. Yeah, and the girl, they give him attitude. Just because he don't invest smart, he don't buy biscuits, he don't buy rice, he don't buy recharge card, he don't send money. He go the petter until if not only caps every job puts. I get to expire, I go block him. That's exactly the whole petting that is giving Rashford that I don't understand. Because this coach is not another part of probably Enzo Maresca that I like. Like, I don't like it, I tell you straight up. So it should happen like that. But hey, I don't know if you can do what you did to Cristiano Ronaldo and then you're not able to do it with Rashford. I'm worried. But let's keep our fingers crossed and see how it goes. We would figure out that later. Ibrahim Ayola say, if United, okay, I think I've read that one. Tami says, good morning, guys. Both United and Chelsea FC are rebuilding, but Raz fits into ETH kind of is Raz. Are you saying Raheem Sterling of rebuilding? Do you know how it is? It's 29 or 30. As they have more soon to retire players at United than the Maresca revolution building younger generation. Tell me, you say, I actually think Chelsea is building long term while Ten Hag is only trying to make a quick fix. It's not going to get a quick fix. I don't think it will get a quick fix. What it will get is a quick sack. So let's play it out like this. It gets beaten by Liverpool, and then Liverpool come back on them. But let's say you get beaten by Liverpool, 3 games, 2 defeats, 1 win, and then the next game after that, before the international break, the Liverpool game before the international break. I think so. Okay, the Liverpool game is the game before the international break. After that, they go for international break. So the weekend of 13th, okay, after the 10th, the weekend of 13th, they come back for international break. If his team doesn't do well, they get beaten again. I'm just being evil, yeah. I'm just being the real evil villain. Okay, I'm being Cruella de Vil. But let's play with that first. They will sack him. I don't think Ineos, Jim Ratcliffe would be so nice and say, let's even look at what Manchester United next set of fixtures is before we say that, because there are some teams that have made up their mind to be. Before I go and say Man United now, they are playing Ipswich Town. Ipswich Town will go and lose. So we should all know that Man United next fixtures, right? Okay, so let's see the fixtures and see how it goes, so we know where we stand with Man United on this one. Man United beat Fulham, and then they lost to Brighton, so they play Liverpool at home, and the weekend of 14th, which is 14th, September 14th, they have a 12 o'clock game against Southampton, so they'll definitely win that one. They will win that. That one is a walkover. The Man United goes to play against Barnsley in the EFA Cup. That one is not even important. Let's talk about Crystal Palace. Now, Crystal Palace can become a bone in their throat. That could be a problem again. So let's even jog it this way. Premier League fixtures 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So in their first 10 Premier League fixtures, there is a possibility that they will be beaten by Liverpool. They've already been beaten by Brighton, so beaten by Liverpool, that's 2 defeats. They'll be beaten by Tottenham Hotspur, 3 defeats. They could be beaten by Aston Villa, 4 defeats. Their first 10 games, though, they could also be beaten by Chelsea, 5 defeats. Are you telling me that if all these things go as I've just predicted it, as I've just permutations have just been put out, and then there's also the possibility that Crystal Palace might beat them. Crystal Palace might beat them. West Ham, I get a result, a draw against them. And then Leicester might also, let's even leave the 11 games. So first 10 games. Even the first 10 games, Manchester United have lost 5 games. You're telling me that Eric Ten Hag is going to be on the job. That's me being Cruella de Vil, and Bobby will not like it. But let's just leave it there and see. Then we will know eventually. But let's see. Tell me, he says, I actually think Chelsea is building. Okay, I think I've read that one. Jerry Sampson says, bros, good morning. During your days playing football in Europe, do you ever involve yourself, relationship, dating? Well, I mean, I had a lot of white kids. I stayed abroad for plenty. I lived abroad in plenty places, so why not? Did I ever tell you that I was doing celibacy? No, I wasn't. I was a wild young kid. Now, come on. I mean, I was a wild young kid. So, yes, I did a whole lot. Temita says that Williams sisters were dominant in their era, but it seems we have so many average ladies in the female division now, with the guys Alcaraz and some other dude are still giving Djokovic a challenge. Say Djokovic game to lose anyway. The other say, honestly, I also feel so with the Williams sisters leaving tennis kind of different these days. The other say, LOL, good English, no be by blood. Okay, Tosin Lemade says, might take a while before we see serious dominance in the tennis world like the era of the Williams. I think it will take forever. Honestly, we might never see that again, especially with this generation of distracted humans. Humans are too distracted right now. The Lara said, did I hear right? Was Sterling that is being described as a leader if he goes to United? It's okay. Now me talk on trading talk. I don't know what he smoke. Tosilima, they say, now so my niece, they post status that it is illegal for parents to enforce their religion on their kids. But I think it is illegal, Sha. I told her, make she kukuma find another parent that would permit that. But it is illegal to enforce, force. You can introduce, but force, I think, force. That's what made us who we are now. We're fanatics. You know that Nigerians, like 80% of Nigerians are fanatics. We just say things because they told us to say it. We don't say it because we believe it. We don't question it. Yeah, if you ask questions, people like, So the other day I was asking a question that nobody's answering me. You're telling me that Jesus, first of all, that's not his name. We've been praying to a name that does not, that is not the name, the given name. And then they come up with this. What pisses me off? They tell me that they translated it. Do you? So there's going to come a time in history where my name will no longer be Esogene. It will be translated that a man once lived and did all these things that I've done, but the name is not Joseph, or the name is not Rabbi, or something else. I don't get it. The names of Italians, Pontius Pilate, they did not translate. The names of the Romans, they did not change. But how would the names of the people, the Hebrew people, how can somebody be born in the Middle East and have a name Jesus? It's a Latin or Spanish name. I think about it for a minute. But that's the name we pray by. Because that's what we're told. That's what we're told. It's not like it is true. It's like we were told that Mary Celeste stopped the killing of twins, and we could not ask questions, and we believed it. We were told that picture of Jesus, that we all grew up thinking that was Jesus. Man, that guy is freaking gay. So we were told that the Last Supper, that's Jesus and his 12 disciples. No, those were 12 prisoners that was drawn by. Now we know, because we now met a generation who ask questions, who do research. So I don't think that, in the light of realizing that we were also wrong, in the light of realizing that the religion that was sold to us is wrong, in the light of pastors now fighting against pastors, that most of the sermons that they were preaching were wrong sermons, the children have the right to question the order of the day. You cannot see something going wrong and keep going. There was a generation that believed that tribal mark was a good thing. Our generation came and we asked questions. No, tribal mark is not good. And we stopped it. It's not like there was a law stopping it, but we just abolished it, because nobody wants to have tribal mark on their children anymore. So if people wake up and say, let's be very honest here, ask yourself, what has religion given you that the people who do not have religion don't have? Because when we jump up, my boss, I was working in the farm in Canada, and the guy said to me that he calls me African. He said African because I was like the strong African. I was foolish then anyway. And he said something. He said, all of the things that you pray to God to give to you, because I want to go to church on Sunday. And he'd be like, you're supposed to go to work. I pay you to work. I said, no, if I come out for church, I will do double shift and all that. He allows it because he see a young boy that he loves, but also a young boy that is lost and ignorant. Right? And he said something. He said, all of the things you go to pray for, the government already provide. What do you really need? What do you really need the God that you're calling? Because you will still die, whether you like it or not. It's not as though because you call on this God now you will live forever. You will still die. So what are the things you really need? Good road you have, electricity you have, water you have, this job, the salary you get, I pay you. It's not the God that pays you. You know all of these things. And come to think of it, he's right. And then you now look at all of your mega churches. All your pastors are warmongers, are prostitutes, are political errand boys, are drug barons, are stupid people, are siphoners, are fraudsters, and you still think you want to introduce your children into that? Have you ever sat down with a church worker? So if you really want to get involved in conversation with Christian, this religion, have you ever sat down with a church worker or somebody who work in the mosque, like high up there, the hierarchy, the high up, the people who walk in that corridors of power, and they tell you, the back channeling of arranging babe to come and meet pastor or imam or reverend father, the gay, the homosexuality that is going on, and you want to introduce your children to that thing? No. Sure, we went to public school. Why are we sending our children to private school? We realize that the public schools are not teaching well. So if the religion that we were given is not working, it's not working. There's no shame in discovering that I was a fool. But now, even in Christianity, there's a song that says, I was once blind, but now I see. Amazing grace that saved a wretch like me. Right? So at some point, you've got to figure out, like, man, this is not working. Like I said to a friend of mine, 500 years from now, nobody will be going to church. Yeah. The people who give us the church, the people don't go to church in their communities anymore, in their countries anymore. They're selling church. I haven't just seen that in the UK, they're selling whole church buildings. So, I mean, what's that? Don't blame your niece. Your niece is speaking for his generation. You may not like it because it sounds like a taboo, but we'll get in there. A lot of us say, boss, be like you need to send those children to worry, make them go experience more, because I don't laugh properly waiting. No, I will send them, but not now. A lot of us say So Mota has been backed well by the Juventus, but we don't know what are the chances of him succeeding at the old lady side, as they call them. I don't know. I mean, my Italian expert, my former teammate Daniele, answered that question in one of the shows, Views from the Stand, so you can go and watch it and see. Arolo Ayodeji, why you been? Iga Swiatek and Sabalenka are doing a great job for female tennis. Swiatek, what's it called? Already have 5 Grand Slams, and she's only 23. Apart from the top two, the others are also inconsistent. Well, if that is great, it's still not on the bar that Serena Williams and Venus Williams said. Until we get there, we will have that conversation. Because Serena Williams didn't just play tennis. She was a brand. She was an icon. She was a fashion changer. She was a media mover. She was everything. So you need to bring all that, not just come and play the tennis and go like silent mess inside the public transport and then you think everything is okay. No, I'm not going to deal with that. I need people who would force a culture change. Serena Williams was a culture changer. The Williams sisters, they were culture change shifters, and that's what I'm actually talking about, not just the tennis. Okay, it's like Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen. Max Verstappen is just an aggressive driver who drives to win. Lewis Hamilton was a culture shifter. Okay, the way he dressed, his earring, his stud, his dressing, his outlook, his canvas, his pressers, his smile, his boy, all of those things is what you bring. You've got to be a culture shifter for me to listen to you. Okay, that's just gotta you got my attention. And I think that a lot of these guys are just okay, let's play the game and go. Okay. Tosilema, they say, Baba, what accent matter? That accent matter? Now another story. I don't like you say that Waha accent when you won't call water. Oh my, that's an investment. Remember, okay, so sometimes I go to my wife's shop to go and sit down, and then there's some of these small upcoming Yahoo boys they just do small money, they just drive their Benz. Come, I'm talking about water. Say we know they sell water. My wife will say, please don't come and spoil my market for me. Come and spoil my business. I look at me. I said, which bought water? You go to your mama house and I bought water. You go ask for. The Mala Brian says, son, you not get family member where they wake them up for midnight and talk to them. My mom used to do that shit. I remember when I turned 25, my mom just wanted me to get married. There was nothing else. All she wanted was just say, not only you are born for your papa, and your twin brother don't die. Now only you. So I just born one. Okay, no worry. I don't want to make you even carry. Just born the pikin. Then they bring her give me. I say, Mama, there's no part of this plan that is going to work. I'm married. But I feel sad that she died before I got married anyway. But I don't like when you say inferiority complex. They made people they change accent. Asians still speak English the way they can. Ibrahim Abiola say winning trophy for sports, even their loyalists later on come out. The guy never get ready to win trophy. Ibrahim Abiola say now serve the short pass for Osimhen. Tosinimade says I bet working with core British for a while showed me that they pay close attention to accent, even among other British from the north, the south. People still mock their accent. Now, inferiority complex. Arole is right. Now, inferiority complex, they make person they change accent. If the British see, how come British people can't pronounce Wankwo Kanu, can't pronounce Dele Ajiboye? They don't pay nothing. British people would always want to force you. But my question to you is, how come Mo Salah have been in the UK forever? He doesn't speak like them. So Alex Ferguson is from Scotland, which is part of the British, right? How come he never speaks like them? No, that thing you say is wrong. Whether you work with British people doesn't mean that you now start talking like them. Speak in this now. What type of English be this? Speak this English. They go, yeah. Why does a black man think that whenever you meet a white man, you now have to start sounding like them? Do you know that? See, I relate to white people a whole lot, and sometimes they mock us. Like, why do your people think that we cannot hear this thing that you're saying to us that I am hearing? Why do they think that they have to now start bending their tongue, twisting their mouth, and bending somehow, cowing to them? For them to hear. And somebody, what if they don't hear, they should ask, repeat, pardon, and then you repeat yourself for them. I don't think that because you work with the British person. First off, so there's this argument we're having one day, and somebody said, The funniest thing I've ever heard, he said God has not changed. I'm of the opinion that based on the Bible, if there is really a God by the Bible context, that God changes. And he said God doesn't change. And he referred me to go and read from the book of James. And you know why that reference was funny? I need to read from the book of the account of James, a man who did not see God, who does not know God, and whose account, whether it really existed, was translated by a paganist, a homosexual, King James, into English. For me to now believe in that God, my question is, everybody's account of God is based on their dealings with that God and their state of being. You've not checked the health, mental well-being of that person writing that story at that time, and you want me to believe God from his perspective. This God, why did he stop all of a sudden? Why did he stop inspiring people to know him directly? Why are we not getting to know God through some other people? Say God was dealing with people on a one-on-one basis that time. Now he doesn't do that again. So it means that the God have changed. But hey, no. Listen, English language or any type of language, the most inferior people in language are Nigerians. Nigerians flicker. Let me ask this question. If it is not inferiority complex, why is it that we easily flicker between American and British accent? But if we go to Dubai, we don't come with Arab accent. Are you telling me that if you work with the Arab people, they don't also pay attention to your accent? Or when you go to India, or you go to Sri Lanka, or you go to Malaysia or Singapore, why don't we come back with their accent? So the thing is, it's not about who pay attention to your accent. It's just the fact that we are freaking inferior. Dan Foster worked in media in Nigeria. I could have Croatia FM for years. And I think he went to TVC, if I'm not mistaken, the radio station before they changed to Max. He never changed his accent. He was an American. He didn't have anything to prove. You think that all Nigerians were understanding what he was saying? No, all Nigerians were not. But he never changed it. He was who he was. So the point is, if I work with a British person, doesn't mean I should change my accent to British. No, I should have my Nigerian accent. I should be able to be fluent and say things that people would understand in my own language. That's as simple as that. But to translate water to water, a bottle to bottle, I don't think that's what make it bread and butter to become bread and butter. Oh no, come on, shut. That doesn't work. Timothy says, make John Garcia no come displace David Raya for the number 1 spot next season. The fear of Arteta is the beginning of wisdom. I go good for Raya to know say the Bromo into sweep Aaron Ramsey out of the number 1 position. At the same Bromo, Aaron Ramsey to sweep Ben Leno come up for position. At the same Bromo, Ben Leno do what they take Omar Martinez for the team. So everybody knows in a tradition is not, it didn't even start with Arteta. It's a tradition at Arsenal. So you need to do well and keep your place. When Aaron Ramsey came in, it was one of the best goalkeeper of the season. It was in the team of the season, if you remember. So let's see how it goes. If you like, you know, do well. They go sweep you come out now. So Sniper Boy said, what's the update on Heartland taking beyond limit? Oh God, there is a meme by my daughter, my adopted daughter, George Abulu, that I should have shared with you, but I can't share it here. If you chat me on WhatsApp, I will share it with you. I swear to God, I'll share it with you. That the answer to that, I'll share it with you. Chat me on WhatsApp if you have my number. Demola Abiani Brian said, I'm sorry about Arsenal now. I just hope magic can happen before transfer end tomorrow. Make them sign forward player as a striker. So Temitayo decided to mention Elevated TV Sports. He said, let me ask, if the match was still goalless when you substitute a goalkeeper and the team succeeds after the sub, is he going to get a clean sheet awarded to him or not? Yes, of course. Yes. Ayodeji, the joy, said, if everybody is fit, is Merino going to be a starter? Yes, he's going to be a starter. There's nobody playing on that left side that is doing well. What would happen is it's going to be a starter. See, no matter how we look at it, the position that Thomas Partey is supposed to be playing, that Declan Rice is supposed to be playing, is where Thomas Partey is playing. Thomas Partey would go and sit on the bench. Declan Rice will come back to his position, playing at the base. Then Merino will play on that right side, on that left side, where he can support. Because Declan Rice is not a forward playing player. He doesn't pass. And Merino can pass. He can also resist the press. like it or not, Thomas Partey is slow. And sometimes he was the best press resistant player at Atletico Madrid and the first season at Arsenal. But that has also changed. It's like Kovacic. So Thomas Partey, what's it called? Declan Rice is also like Kovacic. Kovacic is the best press resistant player, but he doesn't know how to pass. So for Merino, when he comes in and start making that left channel, don't worry, give him time. You will see a proper version of him after the international break. When he start making that left channel work, all those people say Martinelli should be sold, he should be kicked out of the team, you would understand better because the left channel of Arsenal is not really working. Arsenal is working like an engine whose like two plug is not functioning. We will see that. Okay, the emphasis on the right channel is too much. I think that other side needs to work. So if everybody is fit, he will play. But one of the things you need to understand is the reason why Man City have won the league 4 straight season on the bounce is that they have a bigger squad than anybody. Almost every other team, apart from Liverpool, have a squad that, and Man United have a squad that after their first 11, the reserve are just low quality. Man City, on the other hand, have people on the bench who can come in, who would go to any other team as starters. Case in point, Cole Palmer was at Man City, can't even start again. Goes to Chelsea, super regular. If you take Phil Foden is not a super starter. If everybody is fit at Man City, Phil Foden will not start. But if he goes to any other club in the Premier League, he is a super starter. Gabriel Jesus Zinchenko were not starting regularly at Man City. They came to Arsenal, they were the god of the team. So if you look at that Raheem Sterling, the reason why they are frustrated is because he got injured. They wanted him to start regularly, play regularly. But at City, at some point he wasn't starting. So you look at that is how Gundogan last 2 seasons against Aston Villa came off the bench. Gundogan will not sit on the bench in Man United, in Liverpool, in Chelsea, at Arsenal. For definitely. For Spurs, they will make him captain. They would even make him assistant coach, and he will be deciding who plays and who doesn't play, like you have in the NBA. But in his case, all those players are bench warmers, okay? In any other team, in Man City, but in any other team, they are starters. So you have to look at again. For a team that wants to play rotation, for a team that have 4 competitions to play in, where one is useless, the Carabao Cup is useless, but they have the FA Cup, the league, the UEFA Champions League to play in and to progress at least to the semi-finals of the UEFA Champions League, at least to the finals of the FA Cup, and then try to win the league, you have to be able to rotate your squad. So the question is a bit ambiguous. Like, if everybody is fit, who will play? How about if everybody is fit, how would Arsenal play? That's probably is a question that truly fits it, IODG, in my opinion, because a lot of people ask these questions and there is some intent behind it. How about asking if everybody is fit at City, who will start? Gundogan sits on the bench. Is he not good enough? So, because I've heard people say if he's good, if Merino is that good, why is he not going to come to start at Arsenal? No. Why is the question? And when people say why is Trossard not starting, I always ask the question: if Trossard starts and there's nobody to come from the bench to come and impact the game, what happens? Your beloved Kanu Nwankwo never in his entire career played 15 consecutive games starting. I don't even know if he played 10 consecutive games starting. What's it called? Kelechi, the one you guys like to call the senior man, has never played 10 consecutive games starting for 90 minutes. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, great football legend, never played 10 consecutive games as a starter. Just to remove the fact that they were impact players. Some players should accept some people should accept the fact that when you set up a team to have people that can come off the bench and impact the game, not people that can come off the bench and just play. So let's look the Aston Villa versus Arsenal game, for instance. Trossard came in, impacted the game. Reece Nelson came in, it was useless. Because mentally, it is not a player who is big. So imagine if Arsenal have 5 or 6 or 8 of Reece Nelson on the bench. Arsenal is drawing and they need the game, the tempo of the game to rise. You bring in 5 of them in, the game will still remain where it is because these are players who don't feel bad whether they are sitting on the bench, whether they are starting. They just know that they have a contract, they get paid, their salaries and all that. And that's not good. So for a team, look at the great Chelsea teams of old. The guys on the bench are just as good as the guys that are starting. But somebody's going to start and somebody's going to sit on the bench. And if you don't want to agree to sit on the bench, my brother, now you will go somewhere else. The great Shevchenko came to Chelsea and was sitting on the bench. Nobody ever talked about that, right? That's how it is. So I think that's the kind of team that Arsenal is building. For a very long while, in the last 14, 15 years, Arsenal have not had a team where the bench can come and impact the game. You have players, you have a Guendouzi on the bench, you have Joan Giroud on the bench, you have some players you know that once they are bringing them in, you as a defender that is defending against Arsenal, you feel like, no need. For this game is won. This one not go trouble me. I will be this one. So I go shot for we go run that bush. So the setup right now is that they have a team that can rotate position and can impact the game in any time, whether it's in the starting, in the middle of the game, or the final 30, 20, 10 minutes of the game. That's the kind of squad you want to have. I hope I've answered your question very well, Ayodeji. Senator, to say you can put up a poll here for people to vote for the showtime. I've tried to put up a poll and I realize that people don't engage in that much. There are so many things that, I mean, this channel, the people in the community always only focus on this live show. After the live show, every other thing is not part of them. I mean, I don't know. Maybe somebody said we should do heavy giveaway. I don't know. I'm not going to do giveaway where I'm not going to fit afford. Why I'm going to get stuck in traffic. But I will try. We're planning a jersey collection. We're planning a jersey collections, and then we'll do that. But I need it to be original jersey. I don't want it to be counterfeit. So I'm talking to my guys. I will see how that goes anyway. But that's something that we can try. Olafa say, now that Ramsdale is gone, do you think Arsenal should go for another goalkeeper? Yes, they are going for John Garcia now. Didn't you read the news? Looking at that, Calhen has 2 clean sheets in Spain in 3 games already. They are going for John Garcia, Espanyol goalkeeper. Tell me, it says you do already know the first 3 good monies, either you read them or not. Tell me, stop putting them out. Sometimes it's not funny. I don't know, when they say something is not good, people still want to do it. It's not good. We should stop it. Tell me, it says money that make Rashford grow invisible, fat for blockers, and guy motivation day in bedroom. Okay, Lamide Adeni says celebrate one of sports. Osimhen, £100 million, 4 years deal is a lifetime opportunity within the lifespan of his football career. Apart from playing to win trophies, he is playing to earn money. Nobody's saying he's not playing to earn money. I mean, I supported him to go to Saudi Arabia, so I don't know. Olamide Adeni is reaching us all the way from the Stratford end of Manchester. Rashford say Rashford no fit run. Did you see that run he made when he scored the goal that was disallowed against Brighton? So you have to run 1 minute in 90 minutes. I don't know. I was wondering how he got that pace. Say he's known for his pace. He should apply it on a regular basis, not once in a while. Sebastian Inede says Arsenal should not make the mistake of not signing a forward player before the transfer window closes. It will not be good for the season. Okay, if you say so. I mean, you're entitled to your opinion. I'm not going to argue against it. But Arsenal is the second highest scoring team of last season, best defensive team of last season. Really think that team is lacking? Okay. I don't really go. The professor says that Lagbadia fit deliver. NFF no even get the funds to get better coach. Make we kuku manage this Agbada guy. Anything we see, we go manage him. After all, World Cup no even sure. I'm with you on that one. I'm not even forcing anything. Anything we get, let's take it like that. Send tonight to say my accent no fit change. If I speak, them they understand me well. Any word where them no understand, now they're concerned. I know they're responsible for their understanding. Simple. All right. Olafat say, boss, when I talk, say these Super Eagles guys no care about anything because they get their confidence, say them will make the squad even if them no get good season. Okay. What's the follow-up to that? Tami says Son Yumi needs prayer. I don't like that. Says the 1999 treble winning squad had 4 strikers that could start in any Premier League team. That's my point. Dwight York, Andy Cole, Terry Sheringham, and who's the other guy that I'm forgetting now? So, I mean, you just have to have this. It's not about whether if everybody is fit, who will start. I don't even know where that question is coming from. Because first off, if you understand coaching, let me break this down a little, small time, take the little time that I have. Coaching is not supposed to guarantee anybody starting point. You have to prove yourself. And the way selections are made, when I coached, the way my selections are made, and I've said this before, but I'm going to reiterate it, is that the opponent that I'm playing determines how I set up. One of the reasons why I do not like Arsene Wenger and will never do is that Arsene Wenger believes in his coaching philosophy that one style fits all. That is hopeless, stupid, and useless. Even the great almighty Real Madrid, coached by the legendary Don Carlo Ancelotti, realized that, look, oh, if I play Man City toe to toe, attack for attack, I go concede goal. It happened 2 seasons ago. They played 1-1 at the Bernabeu. They came to Etihad and a 4 goals a shop. Last season, I think in the semi-finals or the quarterfinals, I don't know where they met, but they met in the competition. What did they do? They came to Etihad and they sat back. Almighty Madrid, White Angel for that matter, the one that Yoruba people call Angeli Fufu. They came, they refused to attack. Rather, they sat back and they were eating fufu. When it was time to counter, they counter and they qualified. Who won the Champions League? Nobody cares. So, if in that stead, I need to put players that will make me sit back because of the opponent that I'm playing, because I realize that in this present day, their momentum is ahead of our own. Just like when Arsenal will go and play Man United. You have a Man United that have Ronaldo with Rooney, Carlos Tevez, and Teddy Sheringham, what's it called? No, that guy, Babatov. And then you're going toe to toe with your small children. No. You have Young that is on form that period, Nani on form, we're running on form. You go there, they beat us 8-2. What's the use? Say play the Arsenal way. What is the Arsenal way? Say Arsenal DNA. Fuck DNA. You understand? If you sit back and then that's a Man United, you will not see Fulham beat them 2-1. You will not see one small team beat them. What did those people do? They evolved. They adapted what would work based on the moment. So a good coach would select his team based on the opposition. Last season, Arteta saw his mistakes against Aston Villa. But he just corrected it. Because he put all the eggs in one basket. First half we played well. Second half we were nowhere to be found. Nobody could come off of the bench to come and impact the game. This time, it was a different game. Yes, the goalkeeper made a great save, but hey, it's part of football. It's not like the goalkeeper came from another team to come and save for Arsenal. My point is, you select your players based on the opposition. There's going to be a game where Thomas Partey will be the guy that is most needed based on how the opposition is playing. Because what is football? What is tactics in football? Football tactics is find a way to impose your system while neutralizing your opposition. Find the Shenkeri armor and punish them for it. That's what Pep Guardiola is good at doing. Pep Guardiola believes that no matter what tactics you bring, the tactics is based on the movement of the ball. If I not let you see the ball, your tactics is useless. I can trust the creative and instinctive play of my players, but I will come with a tactics that deny you access to the ball. You don't see 4-way not get internet where they browse. Offline browsing, something where you don't download already. You don't understand. So it's the thing in football. So if this tactics requires that, Merino should sit on the bench, it doesn't mean he's a bad player. It just means that the coach have looked at the opposition and said, this is how it will work. That's why I love Jose Mourinho. Even people can say all the things they want to say about Jose Mourinho. Jose Mourinho is not that guy who comes in and play. He will tell you, no, this game you're not going to play. This opposition not be the kind of opposition where I need you for. I need you for something else. Go and rest. Play. This is how I want to play. Sit back. And people say they always pack the balls, but he still score more goals than the other teams. So I don't understand where you blame me for packing the balls. Because he understands that for as long as you not score me, I get a chance of winning this game. And my job as a manager is to win this game. It's not to beautify the place. I'm not an event planner. I'm a coach. So my tactics is going to be done. And then there are teams when you go play against na 6-0. They did not beat the Chelsea. They say Chelsea the park, but they beat us na 6 goals to nothing. Not forget. Where Haaland Hazard carry 5 Arsenal players on back. Like Incredible Hulk. That's more as a short Martina bottle. So it depends. So the whole idea is if everybody is fit to go play. No. What is the tactics of the coach for match A to match B to match C to match D? I like to see my team evolve. I like to see a coach who knows that, okay, this is our setup template. But going forward, sometimes Calafiori is going to start ahead of Timbers because of the type of opposition that we have. This opposition does not have strength in their right side, but they are very strong on the left side. Ben White have got that side covered. They would keep loading it in that area. So the opening that is there, Calafiori can go from a fullback, a center back, a left center back, and also dive into that midfield and also drive us forward, just like Jack Cancelo did in that season where is it 17, 18, or that season where he was like the best player for Man City. So I can play in there. But what if you go and play a team that, okay, that's not the way they play, they come forward with the ball like Liverpool, and you want somebody to double up in that position? I'll play Julian Timbers. I don't need him to go forward. I need him to defend very well. If he doesn't defend very well, I bring in Calafiori to pad it up again and cover up that space where Mo Salah is always operating and causing danger. So it depends on the opposition. So there is no such thing as when everybody is fit, who will start. I don't like you say Ole Gunnar Solskjaer from Man United. Yeah, that's a fourth guy. And I don't like you say super sub Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. P-Man say on this accent issue, many of us confuse proper pronunciation of word with trying to form accent. I did tell you, my brother. I tell people that I speak English, and I'm a worry boy. So I could go from shush to church. I could go from children to children. I go to child to child. Yeah. The environment where I find myself, if I go to worry, I don't know, but a few of my guys have been with me in worry. The element changes. You know why? If I'm with my homies, and I know that all of them go call church, shush, children, leave me, give me chance. Why am I trying to be prime and proper? Why am I trying to be a broadcaster among my homies? Doesn't make any sense. If me and P-Man, if and I would talk, first off, speaking English between me and Peter is very, very sick. Like sick, you know the sweet. Because there are language terms where we would use where they enter. If we speak English, you know they enter. We're not going to understand each other. It could just be flat, like it could just be C-sharp. But if we want to really get into the Naganaga, we go speak Pidgin English. If you know they get them, now you go look bush. You understand? And then there is this Pidgin, even this Pidgin English that we speak. Like there's this Pidgin English we speak when we do radio show. That's like the English version of Pidgin English. And some of you will not agree with this. You see this Pidgin English that you see when you do Mede with speaking Pidgin English. It's just, that's the refined version. There is the conch version of German concrete version of Pidgin English. One day my wife, we're home, I'm going to go to Temile, Richard Romagbe, that's Akime, Joy Imofe, they came to visit. And my wife never seen me in that space before. And these guys were there, and the police, what's his name? My cousin came in to visit as well. And we're all together, we're just talking. My wife was in the kitchen, and we're talking. And my wife, babe, excuse me, what language are you speaking? I said, speaking English. She said, no, that's not speaking English. I said, no, it's speaking English. Said, is this the same thing you say on radio? I said, no, that's the one that everybody would understand, because communication is for people to hear you and reply back. These guys, this thing that we're speaking, this is generator Pidgin English. This is Isiliat. It's a college, primary school Pidgin English, where in between here, your father left here, like we're having conversation, the voice we're modulating, we're going up and coming down, and dramatizing and laughing and shouting and combusting and all that. That's a different state, because communication is just speak your normal English that people can understand. It's fine. So let me go back again. Pima says on this accent issue, many of us confuse proper pronunciation of words with trying to form accent. Anyone can understand you as long as you pronounce the words correctly without losing your accent. Thank you very much. I know they discuss Osimhen transfer normally because he did tiresome. He better go Saudi. Everybody they play ball because of money. I agree with you on that one. I'm going to wait here to the weekend, and then next week, Monday, we will discuss. If he goes to Chelsea, congratulations to him. If he goes to Liverpool, if he goes to Paris Saint-Germain, congratulations to him. If he goes to Saudi Arabia, all of them now we want to say, move. No. Congratulations to him as well. Well, thank you very much, everybody, for being on the show this morning. It's been nice. Felt like I didn't leave yesterday. Tonight to chat me up, and I will have a conversation with you privately. I have a party to attend. It's a party. It's a very big party. There's plenty of food, plenty of small shops. I like finger. If you know me, I like finger food. Not all those swallows. No. I like finger food. All those finger food. Jesus Christ. Let's go do some party. Yeah. So all of my way there, I see they find money for my flight ticket to go Europe. I don't get to. They never even give us appointment date for visa, sha, but I think we'll get an appointment date, and I think that the visa will come in through, but. Just need to start thinking of that money for my flight ticket now. If you've not subscribed to this channel, what are you really waiting for? Are you just trying to like be mean and be wicked to us and show us that you have a Vega spirit, or you just want to be bad? Okay, you want to be the baddie, or you want to be you baby? Curiosity is going to make you ask. It's going to make me ask you now, what is really holding you back? Okay, but anyhow, if you're not subscribed, do what to subscribe. It will really hurt us if you don't subscribe. So don't hurt us. Make us grow. Help us to go well. Thank you. Let's do this again tomorrow, and we'll have some fun. Tomorrow is Pidgin English. So one day I'll try to speak the deep-rooted Pidgin English. But I need to bring my guys into the conversation. That's when it will be sweet. Having said that, thank you very much. Have for yourself a wonderful day. I love you all. But the very, very best version of what God created you to be. My name is Idafi Mathias. You're going to love to come in the Lagos on the Sports. Bye.